Hey guys, so I get excited about all my videos, but some even more than others. This is a good one. So, my best friend actually accused me recently of hating MAC. I don't hate MAC. I really don't. But the thing is, I just always had a feeling I wouldn't like their foundation. Like, I just had the feeling that it would turn orange or red on me. And I was right. I tried one or two, like I had them try it on me, and they were just orange anywhere in my shade range. And I just really don't like that. I like a really close foundation match, like so close that I don't even have to bring it down my neck. I don't want my skin color, the look of my skin to change just because I'm wearing foundation, you know what I mean? So I like a really close match. With that being said, I found a MAC foundation I really like, and I want to tell you about that and two other products that I'm really loving from MAC right now. These are must-try MAC products. I'm not saying must-have because you may or may not end up liking them, but if you have a similar taste or similar skin to mine, I really think you're going to like these products. So, the first one I've mentioned before in other videos, but I never really spotlighted it on its own. It's the MAC Cremesheen lipstick in Shy Girl. So this is the packaging, and the color is like this. And I have it on right now, and I have it on alone because I wanted you guys to see how it looks alone. So this is the Shy Girl on my lips with no lip liner. I usually wear a Rimmel lip liner underneath it, and I'll show it to you guys. A Rimmel lip liner in the color Spice, and you can get this at like Walmart and drugstores, and it's really good, and I'll just swatch it for you. But I just go around my lips with this, like just outline it, I don't fill it in, but I really like how it just makes the Shy Girl look more pigmented. It's not as pale when I have this on as a liner because even though I only outline my lips with it, it kind of melts together and looks really nice. So I like these products a lot together. Unless you really pack it on, which I did today, this can look a little sheer on its own, but this is a really affordable lip liner. Ulta, Walgreens, drugstores have it, and it's really good. But yeah, this is what it looks like on its own, and I've worn it in other, at least one other video with the liner. So, I mean, I just love this. This is the closest that I've come to a nude, and it's as close as I want to come to a nude. I don't like the pale nudes. This is a little bit pink, a little bit peachy, and I just think it's gorgeous, and I love how it feels. I like the taste of MAC lipsticks. They have this like very slight vanilla taste and vanilla scent. So, yeah, that's one down. Let's move on to the next. I guess I'll say one and then the other because these are closely related for me. So the foundation I really like from MAC is MAC's Pro Longwear SPF 10 foundation, and I have it in the color NC45. And this foundation, I really like it because it really does last long on your skin. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know I have a very oily nose. I don't have too much of a problem other places, although after a long time, a little oil can seep through off my whole, like over my whole face, and my foundation will kind of just look like a little bit splotchy up close, like it's breaking apart. But with this, I can wear this all day at work. I mean, I got it recently, but I've worn it all day at work because my nose even gets oily in the winter. And I've worn this all day at work, and it looks pretty much just as good by the end of the day, honestly, as in the morning, which is just crazy. And it's a good color match for me. I tried a few colors. I tried NC45, which this is. I tried NC42, which was too light. And I also tried NW35 and NW40. NW35 was too light. NW40 was just the wrong undertone. So NC45 is my closest match. And yes, I'm wearing it right now. I've been trying different ways to put it on, and this is not my favorite application. But I can do a separate application video if you guys want me to. But yeah, I used like a flat top Everyday Minerals Kabuki brush to apply today. But my favorite way to apply it is actually with the Real Techniques buffing brush that's in the Real Techniques core collection, and you can get these at Ulta or Ulta.com. But today I used this because I wanted to see how it was, but the Real Techniques version is definitely the best way that I found to apply it. I've also tried applying it with the e.l.f. powder brush, and it looked fine. I just found that it took a lot of product. Like 2 or 3 pumps with of the foundation along with the buffing brush by Real Techniques gets my whole face done, and the coverage looks really, really good. It's sort of a dense, really soft synthetic hair, and it just gives a really nice effect. But I'll save that for the application video. But I really, really like this foundation. If you learn how to work with it, it works really well. I don't know how people with dry skin are going to feel about this, but I don't have that problem. I have normal and combination skin. Normal and oily skin, I would say. So I don't really have dryness as a problem. But yeah, my skin is oily, but even on me, I found this to be a bit drying. It can actually make your face feel tight. That's how drying it is. So that's a drawback from this foundation. There are 2 major drawbacks. It can feel drying. That's number 1. Number 2 is they skip some shades. So this skips straight from NC42 to NC45. The shades in between are not carried in this line. So you may have a hard time finding your match. Some people just did not find a match for themselves. I saw on YouTube and written reviews, but I was lucky and found a match. I don't know how it's going to work in the summer when I'm darker, because it looks pretty good right now, but I've already lost my tan from the summer. So come April or May when I get darker again, we'll see how this does. But I like it enough to find to try it in a darker shade if it's necessary. But what some people have done is they'll mix this with, you know, a darker bottle, or they'll mix it with a darker concealer in the Pro Longwear line. So I think that that's a good way to try to find your match if you really like the formula but you can't find the right shade. Mix it with one of the concealers from the same line. And I'll link the video below where I saw a girl do that. It looked great on her. But the other drawback is about it being drying. I found something that I found really helps with that. And so this is the 3rd product that is a must try from MAC. And oh, I want to note before I move on that even though this can feel drying, I looked at the ingredients, I scrutinized them. There are no harsh alcohols in this foundation that I saw. So this is comparable. The finish, well, the mattifying effect of this is comparable to Revlon Color Stay, but Revlon Color Stay is so matte in my opinion that it looks unnatural, and it can cause a lot of like creasing and dry. It just looks dry in my under eye area when I've worn this. And this is too dark anyway, but I was wearing this last summer before I found out that it had alcohol in it. So I don't know why I keep this. I would never put this on my skin again because it has harsh alcohol high up in the ingredients list. But if you've tried this, in my opinion, if you've tried the Revlon Color Stay for combination and oily skin, the MAC Pro Longwear is like a better version of it in every way. A more natural finish, and it doesn't have a harsh alcohol in it. So yeah, just in case you wanted to try that, or if you don't mind alcohol being in your foundation and you're looking for a cheaper alternative, because this was about roughly $30 at MAC. I think it was $29. If you're looking for a cheap alternative, then you can try the Revlon Color Stay. I wouldn't recommend it because I don't recommend putting harsh alcohols on your skin no matter what skin type you have. But since this can feel a little drying, I would definitely recommend MAC's Fix Plus. I have this small bottle because I didn't know how I would like this. But this was $10 for 1 ounce. And I believe you can get 3.4 ounces for $20. So over 3 times the amount for you know, only twice as much. So, I mean, getting the large bottle is definitely what I would do next time. It's really good. I specifically bought this because I wanted to make this Pro Longwear work, but it felt too drying. So what I'll do sometimes is put on this Pro Longwear, and then I can spray it after a little while, but usually what I do is like I put on my foundation. I'm usually in such a rush that I'll put on my foundation, and then after I get to work, like since I have the travel size bottle, I'll spray it after I get to work, or yeah, like when I'm just sitting at my desk if my skin starts to feel dry, because this is so good at oil control that it can feel drying. But this is also great. I've tried it with my Nars powder foundation. Yes, I still love Nars. That is my favorite makeup brand. But I've tried this with my Nars powder foundation, and what I did was like I really put it on. Like yesterday, I really put on my Nars powder foundation, and normally I would never put that much on because I would be afraid for it to look cakey. But I was like, I'm gonna see if this will sort of smooth out the powdery look, even if I put a lot, like so much that I don't wear concealer, I don't wear anything except the Nars powder foundation. Will this take away from it looking like I put too much product on? And I feel like yes, it did do that. A drawback of Matte Fix Plus is you have to be careful with applying too much. You have to learn where you like it from. I mean, at least like elbows length away from you, I would say, is where you have to apply this from. Don't come too close with it, and don't apply too much. Like in my Stila palette video, my Stila at Costco video that I just uploaded before this one, my face looks a little greasy. I'm not oily. I had on the Pro Longwear foundation, and I don't know, it had just been all day, and I was like, I want to put on some Fix Plus, because I don't know, I just got it and I was all excited about it, and I sprayed it too close. So I think it looked good in person, but it's easy for this to look oily on camera. So if you are like a YouTuber, you have to be careful with this. Don't spray it too close because it can just look really greasy. But it has good ingredients. It's moisturizing. I'm trying to figure out if I can refill this bottle with the larger bottle, because I want to buy a larger bottle from now on, because I know I'm going to keep using this. Like I really, really like it. But I don't know. I can't figure out how to open it to refill it, and I mean, I don't want to keep buying the small bottle because it costs more, but at the same time I like the small bottle because it's travel friendly, and I like to give my foundation some time to sit on my face before I spray this, so I don't want to just spray it once before I leave and then not take it with me. I like to have it so I can use it as needed. So yeah, I mean, I can't even really think of any drawbacks to this product. I think this is a great product. Some people call it expensive water. I don't think it's expensive water. It's water-based. It also has glycerin. It has castor oil, which I was reading about how good castor oil can be for your skin. It has nice ingredients. It's definitely not like just spraying yourself with water. I really don't think so at all. But you'd have to try it to understand. I mean, I think it's worth $10 for the small bottle, or, you know, you can try it. I guess you can probably try it at MAC, and if you like it, then just go ahead and buy the big bottle because it's cheaper. But, yeah, I would say the main uses I'm using this for is specifically with my Pro Longwear foundation to moisturize it a bit without taking away the great mattifying effects that this has that I need. And with powder foundation, or if you like put too much powder on, I don't even set this foundation with powder because it really does have like a nice matte finish, but with still looking natural. Like, it's great. But if you do apply like any kind of powder to set your foundation, or you use powder foundation on its own, this is great for taking away that powdery look and giving you more of a I don't want to use the word dewy because it doesn't have to look dewy. Like, you can hold it from way out here just to get rid of the powdery look without it looking like you added something. Or you can like use a little more, use it closer, and get like a dewy look out of this. So it's kind of hard to explain why it's so great without you're trying it. But it's really great. And I have tried like foiling pigments with a loose eyeshadow that I have. Let me try to find it. Okay, right here. There's like a MAC, I think it's called Max Blue Brown, but I have like sort of a dupe of it. L'Oreal's Hip High Intensity Pigment in Intrepid is like this loose shadow. And it's this purplish, greenish color. And it's a loose pigment. And it looks really pretty. Marlena from Makeup Geek used a MAC version in one of her videos recently, and I recreated the look. What I use, because I wear contacts, I use just contact solution, because she said you can use eye drops. I didn't have eye drops, but I used contact solution to foil the pigment. So I put this in a lid. I didn't use the lid to this because I didn't want to wet the lid to this. But I used like an old mineral foundation lid I had and just shook some of this out because it's loose. And then I added a few drops of my contact lens solution, mixed it up with a flat, stiff brush, and packed it onto my eyelid. But instead of using the cheapo version like I used with the contact solution, she actually used, and a lot of people recommend, MAC Fix Plus for foiling eyeshadow pigments. So this has a lot of uses. Maybe I'll do a separate video on the uses for this as I continue to use it. But it goes great with the Pro Longwear foundation. Like these are a happy couple. So yeah, I would say if you're gonna try 3 things from MAC, right now my recommendations are MAC's lipstick, the Cremesheen Shy Girl lipstick, MAC's Pro Longwear SPF 10 foundation, and I'm NC45, and MAC's Fix Plus spray. So yeah, that's it. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys feel about this foundation, and let me know if you're interested in maybe a foundation routine with the Pro Longwear foundation. Just if you guys are interested. I don't want to do it just to do it unless you guys want to see it. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and let it officially be on the record, I don't hate MAC. I don't hate MAC. I think you have to find what you like at MAC, but I do feel like there's something for MAC at everybody. If I found what I like, because for a long time I was like, oh, what's the point, you know? Because I didn't like their foundations, but you know, the colored products that they have, like eyeshadows, I've heard really good things about. Their lip colors are very nice. Like, I've seen their lip glosses look gorgeous on people, and I really love the Shy Girl lipstick. And yeah, I mean, props to them for this Pro Longwear, making such a good mattifying foundation that doesn't have harsh alcohols. Like, I think that's so awesome. But anyway, yeah, I'm down with MAC now. I'm down with MAC. Now, I still love my Nars Sheer Glow, but I don't think there's any way that this can work for me in the summer unless I use like a setting spray with alcohol, and I really don't want to do that. But even in the winter, by the end of the day, sometimes like this is gone from my nose and it can look a little splotchy. So I think that I'll always love Sheer Glow because it feels like it's good for your skin. Like the MAC Pro Longwear, because it's drying, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's good for your skin when you put it on. This actually feels like it can help your skin, and it claims to have properties that actually improve your skin. MAC didn't make any claim like this on the Pro Longwear. So, and because it's a long-wearing foundation, it can stay behind on your skin because it doesn't come off fully until you take it off. So I would recommend like exfoliating well, and just make sure you remove this at night. But it's just it's really good. It's a really lovely foundation. I noticed that it has a white cast to it in flash photos. That's another drawback. It has SPF 10, which I think is kind of silly because it's not really enough to protect you from the sun. Like, I've definitely read several places that if you're not doing SPF 30, you might as well not even bother. But I mean, 10 is almost as low as you can go. They could have just left that out, in my opinion, because this makes your photos have a white cast. So that's really a problem for me because it's such a long-wearing foundation that you would think to use this for special occasions or nights out when you might be sweating, or you just need this to hold up for a really long time and look perfect. And it's really good for that, but then when someone whips out their photo with the flash, you know, whips out their camera and uses a flash on it, you're gonna look a little bit like a ghost. It has not the worst white cast, but it does have a white cast, and it's even worse if you already, like I use SPF 30 every day, and this Clinique along with this MAC Pro Longwear, I am white in flash photos with this. So maybe if you put like a non-SPF or like any kind of powder that doesn't have a cast on top of this, then it would cancel it out, maybe. But I don't even set this with powder because I don't feel like it's necessary. It has a nice finish on its own, you know, so that's definitely a drawback. If I figure out any way to cover up that problem, I'll definitely let you guys know. But be careful with the photos and wearing this foundation. But other than that, it's such a great formula. So anyway, guys, definitely gonna wrap this up right now. So I hope you guys try and like these products. If you have oily skin, definitely recommend the Pro Longwear. And if you have dry skin and you try it, or you already use it and you like it, let me know. Or if you have dry skin and you don't like it, let me know. Leave it in the comments because I'm curious to see how people with dry skin like this, especially because my best friend is the one who told me about this product, and she has skin that's on the drier side. So I'm curious how it is for you guys out there with drier skin. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!